This is a long track, so can't really let it finish or anything. But we can come back to it some other time. It's not as good as the track before it anyway. Let me start this thing up. Because in all honesty, I kind of want to see that intro joke again. And get the train rolling or something like that. Wow. Let me just plug this into charge real quick, man. What's going on, Abel? Yeah, it's been a while, man. It's another throwback name. Abel. That's like, it's kind of like how I saw Anu the other, what was it, yesterday? A name who I hadn't seen in a while. But yeah, I've been okay for the most part, you know. Yeah, no complaints really, you know. I'm not a big complainer anyway. But yeah, I hope you've been even better than me. What's going on too, Grind? Woo woo, got Grind on the train. And we got Abel on the train, woo woo. So let me, like I said, I just want to check out this joke starting the intro real quick. But I had two ideas because you know we kind of stopped last time when we weren't sure what to do next, and we have a bunch of these numbers for the food receptacles, and we looked all over the place. I'll wait until after this, but yeah. Oh, I forgot it like skips if you press anything. Like usually it lets me get away with pressing something. No, I want to see the joke at first.
Roger Wilco, you have been judged guilty of the following crimes: abandoning your post, deviating from mission parameters, misuse of Starcon property, disintegrating a fellow officer, perpetrating a sequel without authorization, and consorting with a female of higher rank.
Roger didn't make the sequel, like, you know, but blame Scott Murphy for that or something. Like, it's all good.
Sentence.
Can't you guys take a joke?
Do you have anything intelligent to say for yourself before we pronounce sentence?
Nope.
Very well. It is the opinion of this tribunal that as punishment for your crimes against the Starcon Federation, you are to be decommissioned. You are hereby stripped of the rank of captain. You are no longer an officer of the Starcon
That's really funny, Abel. But, you know, it's just all references to the previous games, you know. I forget her name, Beatrice, that we were messing around with before we even became captain, like.
However,
yeah.
Due to your successful return of the SCS Eureka,
like, what the hell was that? Like, okay. And then they took his pants, like, what?
That nobody gets rid of stubborn mildew stains and black heel marks as well as you do.
And they literally admit to how we saved the galaxy on multiple occasions. Like, what? Did what we did was really so bad making a sequel?
You are hereby ordered to resume
and then this is another good joke right here.
As janitor second class on board the SCS Deep Ship 86.
What's going on, LL? Woo woo, got LL on the train. What a way to start their game. But I guess they I don't know. They've been starting a lot of their games just crazy ridiculous. Now I'm actually not clicked on the screen. There we go. I just wanted to see that
Okay,
joke.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Energize.
Yeah. LLN. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. And then I guess Swan's not here because then QQ would be on the train as well. Yeah. I didn't actually think about it. You already got the exercise in though.
As we
That's
join
good.
our hero, Roger Wilco.
I can't skip those, can I?
Oh,
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, that's good, you know, get it out the way from now. Now you can get your tea time. You can just relax for a minute. You can get a nap in if you want. Okay. So yeah, the last thing we did, we got our arm and eye from our robot friend, Sydney.
It's the right arm circuit Sydney was so kind to loan you.
Yeah, loan us.
This is Sydney's left eye.
Yeah, and for some reason, Roger wanted Sydney's left eye and arm. Me, the player, not Roger, have no idea why he asked for these things. But, you know, Roger knows more than we do. If it was me, I would have already transported down to the planet, but there's something else that we need. I don't know why I picked here. I meant to pick the 8 rear. Because we already tried all the codes that we have for the food receptacle that we got from the database, which is one of my ideas, thinking that there's something else hidden inside this database that they want me to find. It's the only thing we haven't looked at in this monitor thing. Or they want me to use Sydney's arm or eye somewhere on this ship to poke or prod something that's out of my reach. Let's read one more of the entries. The only thing left is this known races. We're on F through M. The last thing we read about was the grow. Let me see what's on the next page. No, we read about the killer mammal. We read about the cave squid. I think we're done with F through M. The squid that's like doesn't know that it's a sea creature. It's on land and it squirts ink at people and it messes up its tentacles by walking over rocky terrain and scraping across the ground. I remember. The killer beaver with the tail that's able to bench press 340 pounds. The nose nugget nomads. These lumpen creatures total around the universe in wood-paneled station wagons with their sack-like children in tow. They go on sightseeing tours that last upwards of 30,000 years. During these tours, they take literally millions of slides, most of which show them waving high on every dinky little planet. Asteroid and intergalactic tourist trap in the Crab Nebula. During their hibernation phase, which lasts about 4,000 years, they have their film developed. When they awaken, they watch their slides. Well, isn't that cool? Entire civilizations have risen and fallen during one of the Nose Nugget slideshows. Nose Nuggets pride themselves on their gustatorial flexibility. They eat whatever foods are native to the location they're visiting. On planets where the natives subsist mainly on nose nuggets, this presents the nose nuggets with a difficult situation in which they often end up having to eat themselves. Oh, so they're stupid as hell. We kind of already know about the O-Rats, one of the most famous creatures in the space. The SQ universe. Crap, should we read it? Yeah, screw it. Like I said, one of the ideas is something's hidden in here that they want me to create on the replicator. These aggressive carnivores have been the bane of visitors to the planet Sharona for hundreds of years. Hulking and heavily muscled ORATs walk on two powerful hind legs. They enjoy crushing. Well, I'm sure they often enjoy crushing other life forms with their massive forearms. They also enjoy basketball and often combine the two by playing a quick game of one-on-one with a recent catch. Interestingly or not, the flesh of the ORAT is highly prized for its flavor and buttery texture. It's often found as a common ingredient in the cuisines of several different planets. As a result, there is a burdening black market in ORAT poaching. For that reason, the ORAT is considered an endangered species, but nobody seems to mind except for a few chefs. That's crazy. Who would have guessed? That's one of the, a huge callback to the first one, in which the ORAT turns you into a basketball and bounces you around for a little bit. Also, if you don't mind, I forgot my water. I'm gonna go grab my water real quick, and yeah, it will just be a second. Spend some time with Sydney here.
Sydney won't be interested in talking to you any further until you return his body parts.
Exactly. I'm gonna need something. I see a lot of reading in my future. Give me 1 second. I forgot Roger would start humming his tune as well. Is there any way to turn that off? Probably not. But yeah, we know that something's going on with the arm and the eye, because when we even try to return the arm and the eye to him...
Hey, you just got that from him. Perhaps you should use it first.
Use it on what? I don't know, Roger knows.
Hey, you just got that from him. Perhaps you should use it first.
Mm-hmm. What if I try giving you something else, like my broken data pad?
It would appear that merge...
Yeah, you just get the generic dialogue.
It probably seemed like it...
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we tried all of our numbers that we got for the food receptacle in both receptacles, the ones that we can use here in 8 rear, and the only other receptacles in the brig, which seems more likely that we're going to use the one in the brig since there's like a food transporter next to it. But then even when we come to the bridge and we talk to Commander Kiabasa, he tells us to go down to the planet.
Janitor Wilco, you must have something to clean up somewhere. Make yourself scarce. We're very busy up here.
Well, actually, he's not telling us to go down to the planet, which is weird. But in the message that we got in our terminal that we can't look at again, when we got to this planet, he told us to go down to it.
Orbiting Delta Berxalon 5.
Excuse me. He makes a terrible joke, right, if you talk to this?
Yo, distant galaxies and stars. Can you hear me?
Sorry, objects in view screen are farther away than they actually appear.
Yeah. And we've been to all the places. We went back to the sick bay. We've been back to our quarters and looked at everything. We can't, usually when we go to the transporter, it instantly teleports us down. The shuttle bay have the two guys in front of it that don't seem like they're doing anything. It's where we started. The guy on the left kind of looks like an O-rat too. It doesn't actually tell us if he is or not, and we can't talk to him, but...
Magnum Opus belongs to an elite StarCon fighting forces called the Flying Flingers, FF for short.
Alright, we gotta keep reading things in this. I gotta at least cross this idea off as well. We'll go back to our room as well. Just in case maybe there's like a new message thing there. Probably not. I think I checked numerous times, but... It's a little loud, right? Yeah, no new messages. We can't even read the old messages. I guess it could kind of mess up the player if you could read the old ones. Unless they were like time-stamped. I don't know. I like the music in here anyway. But I do have to read. We literally looked at everything else. The data sequencing thing here, it says we need a data cart. We already used it before when we had the data cart. The communications, you saw the no messages, the cyber functions just give us this useless information here. It's the only thing we haven't actually looked through, and it has had information in it. What's the Pestilone monochrome boys? You won't find the monochrome boys in their native habitat. These foul-mouthed, belligerent beasts spend most of the time zipping around on hardly Dramamine, bullying weaker life forms and tinkering with their hogs. Not their motorcycles, but their real hogs. Don't ask. You don't want to know. The monochrome boys are so named because of their unusual white and gray pigmentation. The blotchy bleaches are partly responsible for their sour demeanor. Do not make eye contact. Should they force a confrontation, do not ask them monochrome or boys. Do not call them monochrome or boys. It's alright for them to call each other monochrome, but it's not okay for anyone else. Oh man, funny. The diet of monochrome boys consists mainly of any other life form that has a light, crunchy exoskeleton. Oh man. What's at the Flubzabub pod snatchers? The only other life forms indigenous to Felzabub other than the Felzabub Hudkinskis, the pod snatchers, hang from the purplish rock formations that dot the landscape. They attach themselves by means of a strong, solid muscle, and their tough, chitinous outer shell protects them from potential predators. It's a lot of P's. At birth, the pod snatchers cannot focus on its prey. Fortunately, it has glands located near its tear ducts that secrete a liquid glass that hardens and forms a lens over the eye, usually in about an hour. Imagine that, lenses in about an hour. The pod snatcher then looks down from its upside-down perch and unrolls a sticky, extendable tongue that can pick up an enemy 250 times its own weight, snag a fly moving over 35 kilometers per hour, or perform several dubious tricks designed to get it onto Quadrant 12's funniest home videos. Their favorite food is Felzabubskis, but since there are no Felzabubskinskis left on the planet, they often eat sand. These things are just so ridiculous. So we're either going to run into these things, or these developers had slightly too much time on their hands. Alright, there's only 2 more in N and R, and then there's only the next section of, I forgot, what is it? R, I don't know, T through Z or something, whatever. S, whatever, you get it. Felzabubskis, oh my god, come on Felzabub, the laws of nature selection are clearly illustrated, particularly in how they can sometimes go horribly awry and produce a poorly adopted race totally incapable of surviving its natural habitat. The creatures native to Felzabub are collectively called Felzabubskis, or plats for short. They have 3 fingers which end in suction cups, ideal for grasping small prey or souvenirs. They have oversized pupils for seeing in dim light, large yellow incisors for cutting through food, and long narrow toenails. It doesn't say toenails, it says nostrils, to protect against inhaling most foreign objects. Unfortunately, the planet of Felzabub, a greenish dust ball, has no small prey to grasp, is brightly lit throughout the day-night cycle, features deposits of naturally occurring pulpous food, which must be gummed extensively before being swallowed. Hey, we get another replicator number as well. And the replicators for a gum food that must be chewed extensively. Hold on, I gotta write this down while I finish. And has rock formations which cast off long, narrow slivers of mica, which are easily inhaled by the blats. But this is what I was meaning by they're hiding like these numbers in this, in these. I'll just call them race entries. So it's some kind of gum. Okay. These mica slivers can cause extensive lacerations of the sinus cavities, thus any blast who is fortunate enough to survive the atmosphere typically loses his teeth, goes blind, or starves quickly. In fact, there's only one known currently surviving Blatz who has moved off of Felzabub to seek a more hospitable environment. So they're stupid too, I gotcha. Honestly, I'm tired of this song as well. Let's listen to the Rear 8 song, or the 8 Rear song. But we've already looked at everything in here too. This guy's with 2 Girl Scouts. They might be trying to sell him something. We can't touch them or talk to them. This guy's trying to impress these 2 ladies by drinking heavily or something like that. And they pay him no attention regardless. These people are gazing out at the stars, or like, you know, I know that I've you know, I can remember what it says. I know it doesn't go anywhere.
Two women looking very much like Girl Scouts are badgering the poor alien-looking guy they're sitting with. They must be trying to unload more of those damned cookies. This poor slob is trying to impress the 2 women he's sitting near by showing them how much he can drink. Yeah, that's always a sure way to impress the babes. Eating, drinking, and looking at the stars. Sounds like something you'd do on a date, especially since you're usually alone.
Oh, we can try it on this replicator, though. How do I get out of this? I don't... If I... Like I said, if the replicator is going to work, I feel like it's going to work in the brig one, where that carrying thing is next to it. But...
This world's a great big ball of dirt with 50 billion souls who like to sit around and veg down in the dark like moles. But me, I'm just the kind of girl who loves the open air and bits of unburned hydrocarbons blowing through my hair. You soiling.
Alright, I can't. It's too long of a song, but... Nice jingle. Yeah. We'll try it in the brig. I'll make a note to try it in the brig as well. We're almost done reading these things. There's... I'm almost certain the answers has to be hidden in here or something. We didn't read about the Pincoons. Are a race of any contrast. They are so cute they just want to eat them up, but you can't because they're very tough and you can chew them for hours without making any headway, which is alright because they taste horrible. They live on Labion and create elaborate warrens or dens. They also swim through the Labion swamps with ease, since they use certain berries to repel the swamp slurpees. They inhabit the marshes and bayous. However, the berries are ineffective against the monstrous killer cave beavers who invade the dens and feast on the Pincoons within. The cave beavers are not intelligent enough to figure out how tough and chewy the Pincoons are, and often sample every Pincoon in the den before realizing that none of them are tender enough to eat. Pincoons are herbivorous. I'm not doing it again. So they only eat creatures named Herb. Funny. See, they're even just making a joke about it. They will also eat the young shoots of the wandering atheist. What? Young shoots of the wandering atheist. And that's gonna come from the replicator? Okay, I'll write it down. Herbivorous. 6. You know, these Pincoons helped us a bit back in SQ2. I don't remember the cave beavers in it though, but definitely, you know, you remember these pink creatures and having to use the berries and all that. There's more? Oh no, it's going back to the other page. I see. Saurians are a humanoid race, treacherous, evil, and always eager to please. The Saurians make a wonderful host, especially if you're their enemy. They pride themselves on their techniques of torture, manipulation, disfigurement, napkin folding, and selecting the right wine to go with whichever enemy they're eating. They are also easily offended should you insinuate that they're doing less than their best to grind you into a fine red paste. Why would you do such a thing? Saurians are omnivorous, preferring to eat old back issues of Omni. Let's try these two in the brig and then... Like I said, I can tell you what most of these things on the ship say when we look at them or attempt to use them. I don't know. I'm getting the feeling that it's something in there. But let's try these two here, the gum and the atheist. What? Oh.
You shouldn't try to open this door by tugging on it. You'll strip the gears, just like you did to the replicator in your quarters.
Mm-hmm.
It sure... It...
No, don't. Yeah, none of them worked. Alright, there's only a few more of these. Watch, it's gonna be the fucking last one, that we fucking have to read through. I should've just next time we start at the back of these things and work forward. So let's go with the space monkeys. Billions of years ago, the planet Serena was devastated by a collision with an asteroid. All water evaporated from the ecosystem. Every day the inhabitants survived was a victory. Eventually all life perished, or so it was believed. Many of the life forms adapted by encapsulating themselves in cyst-like eggs. When these eggs are immersed in water, they hatch. One such life form was known as the brine monkey, a tiny water-breathing simian. Sereno products mined the planet for its huge deposits of brine monkey eggs. While they were at it, they also minced encysted brined apes, brine marsupials, and brine aardvarks. Sereno, whatever, has since marketed the monkey eggs under the trademark name Space Monkeys in comic books. Space monkeys prefer space food sticks, okay? Or tangy, pungent brine bananas. Okay, we get 2 from this one. Some kind of stick. Do some fine. We've gotten quite a few numbers from reading these entries. How many are we at now? This is the 9th one. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Space monkey, that funky monkey. Spinny alien things. Spinny alien things are a marvel of adaptability with exoskeletons far too cumbersome to permit traditional reproductive techniques. Spinny alien things have learned to propagate by kissing. This is not a little platonic kiss. It contains a frenzied egg, fertilized egg, which heads straight for the victim's stomach. Here it absorbs nutrients for days or weeks like a parasite only. Well, just like a parasite. When it senses the most dramatic moment possible, it bursts forth from the stomach in a spectacular display of special effects. This explosion naturally kills the host. But isn't it worth it all? I'm sorry. But isn't it worth it for all the cool gore, especially if the host was merely an extra and not a highly paid guest star? Okay. I'm sure that we're gonna see that at one point or another. Alright, we'll read about the Vulgars and then we'll find a different soundtrack. Or maybe we'll go back to the 8-rear and try the stick and the bananas. Or maybe we should try it here first while we're here. The Vulgars are a peaceful race of brilliant and logical thinkers whose only real joy in life is to stride around the galaxy with superior attitudes and correct other people's grammar and spelling. They also enjoy designing outer space strategy simulation games. This makes them nearly as insufferable as university academics, but not as well paid. Considering their placid and studious lifestyle, it's interesting to note that the Vulgars have developed an extremely practical martial arts technique called the Vulgar Nerve Pinch. This is a tactical oral maneuver in which the pincer pinches the bundle of nerve fibers at the base of the neck while whispering dialogue from either Tango and Cash or Hudson Hawk. Funny. This particular combination of stimuli results in a searing flash of pain and then unconsciousness, which can last for several hours. This technique is demonstrated in Hollow Joint program. Hey, it's our first Hollow Joint program. Is this the last one? Hold on, I'll check after this. Is this V the last one? Should we really have started at the end? It is the last one. What assholes. Whatever. Let's try the bananas here, and you know, then we have to try the other. Yeah, you know what's going on. It's actually some kind of stick, and then the bananas. Nope.
It sure. It sure.
That's definitely 6. What are you doing? And it did nothing anyway. Whatever. We'll try these things at the 8 rear, and then we'll go to the Hollow Cabana and try out this Vulcan or Vulgar Death Touch or something. For some reason it could want me to use it at this machine and not the other one. I'm not entirely sure why, but you know, titles are like that. I've seen worse bull. Nothing. Crazy. To the Hollow Cabana it is. See. Yeah, you'll actually demonstrate your vulgar touch to me. And we get to see what these creatures look like.
Welcome to Hollow Suite Program 5551212, the Vulgar Nerve Pinch. Despite our reputation for being pacifist, we Vulgars have developed an extremely practical martial arts technique used mainly for defensive purposes. It is called the Vulgar Nerve Pinch. This is a tactile oral maneuver in which the applier pinches the bundle of nerve fibers at the base of the neck while whispering into the victim's ear dialogue from either Tango and Cash or Hudson Hawk. This particular combination of nerve stimuli and loss of cerebral control due to the torturous mantra of movie dialogue results in a searing flash of pain and then unconsciousness. In effect, it is similar to a temporary orally induced lobotomy. Victims are soon rendered unconscious for several hours. When they awaken, they will remember nothing of how they came to be unconscious, if they are extremely lucky. I shall demonstrate on my most eager volunteer. You will please to pay attention.
I don't think I'm actually gonna have to, like...
Address the subject in this manner. Please to notice the location of my hand as I begin the narcotic chant of cinematic morphine.
He mutters something thankfully unintelligible into the ear of the volunteer.
Oh, thank you, sir. Maybe you can fix me up with your sister. I have told her after her. And we're gonna have margaritas together. Oh, the two of us get we have fun. Oh, get a hubba hubba going in the wee. And I used to like that. We
What the hell?
As you can see, it is very
What the
effective.
hell?
If you can apply a proper grip to the neck, it will disable 9 out of 10 neck-bearing species.
I heard Margaritaville.
This completes our program. Thank you very
What the hell? Roger, do you know how to do that now or something? Like, is that what we needed to learn? Who would we do that on? Nobody's really blocking us from anything. You think it'll let me go down to the planet now after watching that or something? No? Would I use it on you? I mean, you're not really...
It's tolerant of humans to a point. You'd best leave it alone and get back to business.
Yeah. Usually when we come here, it's just instant teleportation.
That's delightful. You summon the... You give it a tap, but nothing happens.
Let's try Kielbasa again. It's the only hollow program that we've seen. Everything seems the same here.
Computer, what's the airspeed velocity of a laden swallow?
African or European?
I don't know.
Hey, enough of that. Let's move on.
Yeah, I clicked the computer somehow instead of the commander.
Janitor Wilco, you must have something to clean.
Interesting, he's just saying the same thing too. And if you're wondering, clicking these computers doesn't do anything. These two make a bad joke when you click them. These are Occupado. This one gives me the projections of the sales of possibly this game. I kind of forget that one. I guess we can hear it one time while I'm thinking.
You activate the level 1 pattern detector. Game number 1 in a series sells 50,000 copies. Game number 2 in the series sells 100,000 copies. Game number 3 sells 150,000 copies. Game number 4 sells 200,000 copies. Game number 5 sells 250,000 copies. You're detecting a definite pattern here.
I'm thinking I might need to try all the things
You perform a quick
again.
structural integrity scan, followed by a sweep for subspace particle emissions, and finish with a level 3 diagnostic.
I like pushing the green button best.
Not all the entries, but maybe because like we have 9 or so of these food replicator things, and we didn't get one food out of it.
Don't touch that. Yeah, you rearrange the commander's chair and he'll rearrange you.
Hmm.
Not on a bet. You release an extra burst of freshening powder.
Springtime fresh.
I do have
It
this, like,
probably-
dead fish. I wonder what we're
Excellent.
supposed to do with this dead fish.
Boy, would...
Because it used to be alive. Somebody gave it to us a while back, when we were back on polysorbate. I think the same guy that gave us the Stooge combat codes gave it to us. But now it's, like, old now.
You get fingerprints.
And our data coder's broken, but we still have it. Like, they let us keep certain items, but it's not like anybody can fix this data coder for us.
As cool as it... As cool... That's...
He's not gonna give me another one.
Excellent.
Nobody here talks to us. And he says I can't give his arm back until I use it. I use it. I feel like it might randomly let me use the... Wait a second. This container here is why I think that the thing that I get from the Mr. Soylent would... that this machine would be the one that I use.
It's a hovercraft for transporting replicated food.
Right? And I can't take this blanket off or anything, no matter what I do. But could I fake it and say that this is replicated food?
It probably seemed like a good... The sink appears to be malfunctioning. One of these days, you'll have to get around to asking someone to fix it. But then again, the prisoners in the brig don't really deserve such luxuries, do they?
So my only ideas are that it would... We have 9 of these replicator numbers, and you're telling me none of them do anything. But we get one of these hollow joint numbers, and we learn our vulgar death touch or something. So my idea is either that it's from this Soylent thing here, or we somehow fix the one in our room using Sydney's arm and eye. But we've looked at it, and there's just...
Don't try to get anything out of this machine. You'll only succeed in getting your fingers stuck to the replicator. Again.
But I have somebody else's fingers this time, like...
That's an The pipe feels tepid and seems to vibrate just slightly. Whether that's from an influx of fresh Soylent or just the natural vibration of the ship, you're uncertain. You stick a finger into the vent and feel a cool, gentle draft. Not unlike the one that seems to drift from your ears. Don't try to get anything. Don't try to... You place a finger in the hole and wiggle it about. Nice shot. Only you were aiming for the keypad.
No, I wasn't. I was actually aiming for that hole. Can I put his finger in the hole and...
As cool as it would... It probably seemed like... Boy, would... As cool... Boy... The pipe is slightly chilly. It feels slightly grip. You stick a finger, not... The access panels are all tightly sealed to keep people who don't know what they're doing away from the controls. Yes, people like you.
And we have the hand doesn't help us get in there. We also have this
It's a bottle of morphine.
bottle of morphine that doesn't seem
You
to...
poke it. Nothing happened. Nothing.
Yeah, none of the
Don't try to get
buttons
anything
work.
out of this. Don't try to. Don't try.
Even though they tell me don't try to get anything out of the machine, obviously I have to try to get something out of the machine. Like, well, not obviously, but I have to at least
The access panels are all. Yes.
give it a go. I tried using the hand on this plug, and he doesn't use it.
You pick strange methods of getting a charge out of life.
The thing is, too, we have this whole catalog of known races and everything. But no, like, nothing telling me about what morphine would do. I assume it's, you know, like morphine, but... Yeah. There's just nothing good in these things. We've already read about the medical issues, the life forms, how they're getting rid of Kung Pao chicken on the Starfleet replicator list menu, and it's just jokes. It's not actually helping me too much. We looked at the ship's functions, it told us about the hollow joint, which we used, but that was our only number that we got from the hollow joint. Am I supposed to make some kind of... Do you think this is another, like, manual thing? Like, I would add that weird, extra manual thing. I don't want to read through everything in that janitorial magazine, I'm being honest with you, but we did need it to to get through. Oh no. Do you think it's in the stupid Hotspot magazine as well? Oh my god, it's called the Hotspot fucking magazine. Like with the, like what you just told me on this thing? When I looked at fucking, what was it? The hollow joints? Was it the hollow joints? No. The food replicator? No. What did I just look at and fucking... Oh, it was for the periodic table. Why do I want that, though? Yeah. Oh, no. I have to look at this thing a bit more. We have to look at this hotspots thing a little bit. I'm not gonna read everything in it. I'm not. I've been reading a bit already, a bit much. But we have to look at this like hotspots thing for a bit. This popular janitorials magazine, Pulsarbate 60. The usual assortment of plunging, prodding, scraping, and buffing materials. We needed it in order to get through the puzzle before with the homing beacon. We literally needed it. So is anything here? Getting fired, vacation spots. Whoa. Maybe this is what we need, the vacation spots? Maybe it'll tell us more about the hollow joints or something? Anything about food in here? Last month's classifies ads. Letters to the editor. Let's see what's going on near 6. Getting fired. You've been there. Maybe it's your fault, or maybe the boss just doesn't like you. The way you ring your mop. This article will help you prepare for the worst. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Good. Yeah. No, I don't think any... What page is it? So you're getting fired. Yeah. No. How likely are you to get fired? Yeah. Vacation spots with the rich and sanitary. I don't... see any like numbers that are gonna supposedly get me past the thing that I need. Annual Golden Throne Awards. Nice. I'm almost certain we're probably gonna need this periodic table at some point. And classifieds for sale. Just a bunch of numbers, services, and call. Little cosmonaut daycare service, colon sector, ages 2 up, large supervised outdoor play area on non-irradiated side of the facility. Jesus. None of this seems like actual things I'm gonna use. You know, except for that homing beacon we came across, but personals, help wanted. I can't believe they put like information in this thing that you, the player, were going like, ugh. Like I said, I understand like the copy protection and stuff, you know, go to page 12, line 4, like I guess, but like, ugh. This is... It has wings. When I told my mom I wanted to follow in her career footsteps, I made her day, and when she told me about Maxi Squeegee, the squeegee with special patented wings, she made mine. Nothing covers more window than Maxi Squeegee, plus there's no mess because the special patented wings are so absorbent. So the next time you got a big job, get Maxi Squeegee. It has the wings. Of course it does. Plymouth Decontamination Center. Like, dude, what? I don't think there's... The information I want is in here. How many numbers are these? 1, 2, 7. Yeah. Crazy. No, I don't see anything too good in here. Agent 007. No, I don't see anything else in here. I'll come back to it if anything, but... Thought I was onto something there. And we've been to the brig and everything. I mean, I have to assume now that we've seen the holodisc thing that we can use the Vulcan death touch on something. Or someone. No, we wouldn't want to use it on it. No, nobody's in our way.
That's an interest. I really don't.
Oh wow, he's touching him. Hold on. Oh my God, he used it on him.
Boy, I got you with my fingers in your Kurt Russell. Now you can't get away. I got you now that you've got a... Hard to believe this is a real job. Oh my God. So how come you're not going down? I got you with your mumble jumbo and your hobbit chubby. Oh boy, if I only could, I would. Jeez, why don't you step outside, pal? I got you with this, and I think I broke a fingernail here.
Oh my God. Yeah, why wouldn't he say anything about that? Now I'm in jail. Why did I do that? Oh. I wanted to go to jail? So that he would what? Give me replicator food that I could have gotten myself? What's going on here? I can do something too. And they let me keep some of my stuff except for the disc. Still with my broken coder? Say it for me?
This is the data coder you got from that
coder. But Am I supposed to stick the hand through and
Boy,
take the
wouldn't
food?
it probably seemed...
What's he doing? Oh, he turned it off. He has his gun to me while he's fucking...
You are very fortunate to not be a prisoner on one of those Cervic cruisers. They'd have you eating your... Oh, heck, never mind. You don't need to hear that right before you eat, that's for sure. Ooh, I do go on a little.
Interesting.
Gazing out the window reminds you he
No,
then
not
hatched
the
a scheme
window.
in which he'd write notes and attach them to the pigeons and send the pigeons out the window in search of help.
This isn't what it said last time I looked
Naturally,
out the
the
window.
birds would immediately explode upon being released into outer space. But he never gave up. When he was released, he was heavily recruited by SOL Incorporated.
Wait, I didn't take any of the food. Bro, bring it back. What the hell was that about? And he's leaving now? Okay, I guess we can break out of here. But that was crazy. I was just thinking, like, there's nobody who we'd really use that on. We tried touching Commander Kielbasa before, like, it just didn't...
Gazing out the window reminds you of a legendary prisoner named the Birdman of Deep Ship 12, who raised homing pigeons in his cell for months.
Oh, he
then
keeps
hatched
coming
a
back
scheme
and
in
doing
which
it.
he'd write
Okay.
notes and
He's on a
attach them
loop.
to the pigeons and send the pigeons out the window in search of help. Naturally, the birds would immediately explode upon being released into outer space. But he never gave up.
Interesting.
When he was released, he was
Alright, I got it.
You are very fortunate
Yeah,
to
you
not
just
be a
said this.
prisoner on one...
So it's just a ton of food.
It's one of the interestingly shaped pastries you took from the food cart.
I assume I'm gonna make something out of all of these.
Cool. Bobbit kebabs. They whip up some interesting food items in this joint.
You get fingerprints all... What was that supposed to be? It's the donut you filched from the food cart. No, you can't eat it.
Okay, take it easy. I'm just seeing.
It's a plate of grill hair spaghetti. You poke it and... It's a nice round melon. You get fingerprint...
I remember what this is. It's a rack of ORAT.
Really?
Haven't seen this stuff since Space Quest 1.
It looked a little different back then.
You poke it and... It's a tuberous growth of some sort from the food cart.
Does it taste good though?
What was that? These look like something they cleaved from the side of Yoda's head.
Ears, huh?
You poke it.
I assume I'm gonna slam some of these things together, right?
In this galaxy.
What's going on, Swan? Ooh, ooh. Got Swan on the train.
Careful. Combine.
Alright, when I figure out what to combine, we'll come back to this. Hold on, let me just see what's going on with this
It's
cart,
a
too.
hovercraft for transporting
Can I get
Not
in it?
now. Dorf is looking.
I think I can get in it or something. Or put something in it. Can I talk to our friend on the other side here? Maybe we can plan an escape.
Hey, handsome. Let's see that pretty little face. Impressive.
Okay. Can I see the hand in my pocket now? What's to stop me from, like, reaching through and...
Excellent get. As cool as it... Boy, would... It's a hub. What are you, plastic man? You can't possibly reach anything outside this cell when you're locked in.
Okay, take it easy. Because maybe I could use the hand while it's
That's
fucking... Just... Oh, he only put the one donut back. I wonder why. Let's see if he says anything different.
Enjoy, Mr. Wilco. Oh, the cushy life will be a vague memory after you are sent to one of the labor camps on Daventry 8.
It's a good joke.
While that's an interesting idea, even Dorf would notice that something would be missing where there were two things, the cart and you.
So I don't want to get rid of the cart. Are you saying I should, like, turn myself into food or something? You should think that I'm here somehow?
Boy, wouldn't it... It probably...
Look at the toilet again for me.
It looks like a John.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks.
Note, we would like to apologize to all those members of the
no
audience
potty
named
humor.
John,
Yeah.
who might have been offended by the preceding message. It's not our fault that your parents named you after a bathroom fixture.
You are very fortunate to not be a prisoner on one of those Cervic cruisers. They'd have you eating your... Oh, heck, never
You said
mind.
this before. I wanted to pick up the
Well,
donut,
that's an
though.
interest. As you run your hand over the graffiti-covered bare plastosto... While that's an excellent guess. It would appear...
Why just the donut? Because we already have one in our pocket. It's as if I'm gonna turn myself into one of these donuts?
It probably... That's an...
It gave me a bunch of the food. I have this morphine. Am I gonna inject it into the donut? How would I get him to eat it?
Good thinking.
Okay, thanks. But, Look at it now for me.
It's the donut you filched from the food cart.
Isn't there something different about it?
No, you can't eat it.
Okay.
It's a bottle of morphin, which you thought was actually morphine.
I still don't know what the hell it is. What the hell is morphine? Like, should I know? Whatever. Let's see if we can just get him to eat it. Clearly it's poisonous or something. Drink some water while we're waiting for this guy. I like how the break sounds like a morgue, though. Maybe we have to sit down first. Oh, here he comes.
Golly, this food looks so good it might be worth
Oh,
becoming
here we
a
go.
prisoner for. Yeah, like I'd sure want to be in your position. Not.
No, but you can have the food, though.
Probably... It would appear... Boy, would... That's an... Excellent...
Switch the fucking
Excellent.
things.
As cool...
Dude, don't go away yet. Hold on, that one.
It's like talking to a duroethylene plasto brick wall.
What the fuck? Why isn't... Missing something? What else could it be missing? The Yoda ears, the balls.
Nothing in this galaxy.
Oh, man.
In this...
I don't remember reading anything in, through all those entries about some kind of specialty donut.
Nothing... In this...
You want it?
Boy, wouldn't... It probably seemed... That's an... What are you?
Let me try again. Maybe I just misclicked or something. You gotta try at least twice. Maybe I just missed the donut somehow on top of the cart. He even gave us the dialogue like, ooh, I wish I could eat it.
Golly, this food looks so good it might be worth becoming a prisoner for. Yeah, like I'd sure want to be in your position. Not!
While that's an boy. It probably.
What the fuck is going on?
As
cool. Okay, so we're missing one more step for somehow.
Home sweet home until you figure out how to get out of here and away from that nearsighted security guard.
Right.
In desperation, you attempt to bend the bars, roll the toilet paper out the windows, slide down the roll, and escape.
And?
Unfortunately, there are several flaws in this plan.
No toilet paper, right? I don't think we have any toilet paper. It comes back so often, too. Which clearly tells me that it's not something I'm supposed to do just in the cell.
You are very fortunate to not be a prisoner on one of those Cervic cruisers.
He's not saying the
They have
dialogue with the
eaten
food again
Oh,
now.
heck, never mind. You don't
Oh,
need
well,
to
I guess
hear
it
that
doesn't
right
really
before-
matter, but...
While that's it.
The only other thing we have is the eye. You called him nearsighted. You see how there's a plug on the side? I don't think I noticed that.
This is. What was that?
You gonna put the plug into the...
In this game, it would have. As cool. Boy.
It seems like the obvious...
It's a
fucking...
home. It's a hovercraft for trans.
It seems like the obvious thing. Switch the donuts. Tell them, hey, you can have it if you want. I'm not so hungry right now. Like, I feel like I've done this, like, escape from prison before. But... they're changing it up on me.
In this.
I'm also gonna save just in case I break the game somehow, which happens all the time. You're not Plastic Man, but we have Plastic Arm in our pocket.
Excellent.
We talked to him, it didn't work. We're not allowed to move.
What are you, plastic? It probably. Boy.
Maybe. No, it has to do with the donut. Why else would there be two of them like that? It's the only thing he replaced.
Golly, this food looks so good it might be worth becoming a prisoner for. Yeah, like I'd sure want to be in your position. Not.
Is it similar to that, like when we were choking to death scene over and over again in that room? It's you know, give me a little time to like think about these like terrible ideas and try more terrible ideas, I guess. I'm just
that's.
It's like we want to switch them and then be like, hey, stop thinking of this switching idea. Think of something else. Something else. Is it all empty? No more.
Nothing happens. See.
You want to put it
Careful.
into the watermelon? Maybe you can smash the watermelon? What, over his head? I don't know.
Boy. That's an. Boy.
You gonna put something into the toilet? Flood it? With the bread?
As cool.
I don't have to go right now. I went just before you started playing.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Why doesn't this darn sink work? What's wrong with this ship anyway?
Prisoners have rights too, you know. This is an outrage. This treatment is inhumane. I'm sorry, but I'm peeved. Sorry I lost control like that. I'm better now.
That's pretty funny. Because, you know, we were in this area before and it
This
was
is
like...
some very fine food.
Oh.
Whatever it is. I'm sure you'll find it quite to your liking. Heck, it's probably better than what they feed you janitors. Live it up! Oh, that darn light needs to be amplified. I need to contact maintenance.
Light needs to be amplified.
While that's an interesting idea, it would have... It would... As cool...
Okay.
As cool...
Okay. I need that white sheet though, don't I? That's on top of it? Like, do I have something else that could be... I feel like I'm supposed to, like, make a fake me.
Boy, would...
Like, in the bed, you know, he'd notice both of us missing or something. Like...
Nothing happened.
No, it's a stupid idea, too.
In this guy. Nothing. As... That's an inf... As you run your hand over the graffiti-covered bear...
Yeah, we've heard him say that.
As you run your...
Major time.
You stupidly try to spit out the window, completely forgetting that there's quintuple thick Dynaplane glass in front of these bars. The bars are just there for atmosphere.
I can't, like, talk to him. Did I try talking to him while his, like, back is turned?
It's like...
Hey, Mr. Computer, release the force field, would you?
First, the grid controls don't respond to voice commands. Second, it's a little objectionable to assign sexual identity to the computer, don't you think? Sorry, I forgot who I was talking to. Your word...
Hey, Mr.
First, sorry.
Had to see if it was the same.
That's an
And I can't reach over there.
It would have... Excellent.
You don't want to put your hand in the toilet? Nothing?
You don't need a drink right now, you old space dog.
Yuck. No pine scent here.
Don't talk to the bed. You'll get down in the mouth.
Golly, this food looks...
You It probably... That's it. Boy. It would have...
It's probably something with these balls that I'm not like...
You get finger... What? Careful.
I'm sure the game can't wait for me to use these things for some reason.
Excellent. That's an...
Yeah, it looks so good. Am I supposed to switch it from here or something? Like, am I...
That's an... It probably...
But I couldn't put it onto the hand, so... I don't... It looks so good. Ugh. Do I want to inject more food? I think I already used it, didn't I? Like...
In this galaxy, nothing in this... Careful. Nothing. Careful.
Oh, I'm being careful.
This is the data quarter you...
But it's broken
This
now.
button turns the...
Oh, great. The data quarter seems to be fried.
Is there something I'm supposed to, like, get out of
This
this thing?
circuit board is not user serviceable. You don't want to void the warranty, do you?
Oh, something with the beryllium chip?
This circuit... Put all the plates back before you close the faceplate.
Mm-hmm.
This circuit board... Your skin, not...
Hmm. What does the crystal do for me?
Careful. Careful.
Probably nothing. You gonna plug it into the eye?
In this... It would appear that merging...
Flushing it down the toilet won't do much for us. Hmm.
Careful.
I tried injecting everything. He doesn't want to actually eat anything.
No, you can't eat it. You poke it. You poke it.
He has special dialogue for that too.
You get... No.
Hmm.
What was... What... You poke...
Yeah. What could it be? Come on. You're right there. You thought it was morphine, but really it's morphine.
Golly, this food looks so good it might be worth becoming a prisoner for.
Sure, I know what that is. Like,
yeah, like I'd sure want to
I'm gonna
be
do
in
the
your
quickest,
position. Not.
I don't think so. Yeah, no, it just thinks that it's morphine. That's not.
Hey, don't put...
I hope I never get so far.
Your utterance... It's like talking... It's like...
I wonder when it gave me like...
It's like talking to a duroethylene plasto brick
this
wall.
dialogue right here, if I misclicked when the guy walked in. Always get stuck in jail farts. Ha 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 ha. I mean, that's why there are so many of these parts in games, you know. There was actually already one
very fortunate
earlier
to not
in
be
the
a
game.
prisoner on one of those Cervic cruisers.
Remember when we
they'd have you eating your
got
heck,
captured
never mind.
in
You
the
don't
hotel?
need to hear that right before you eat. That's for sure. Ooh, I do go on a little.
This is actually the second time we've been captured, or in jail, kinda.
It's like... It's
Alright, so we really can't talk to him.
You get a...
It's only for a second too. Give me more fucking time to like try my bad ideas. Like, hold on, man. Jesus, it's like 3 fucking seconds. It's like, you better know what you're doing. Like, but yeah, you're supposed to get stuck, Swan. You know, they do it on purpose. I actually kind of like it because, you know, I mean, to a certain degree, because yeah, you do have everything you need right here. You know, changing screens multiple times. No, having to read 300 data entries. You know, you got everything you need right in your palm of your hands. And
As cool... That's an...
Alright, you want me to flush the... We tried talking to the... Maybe we talk to him while he's in the room? Because, you know, if we talk to him now, he's like, hey, smile for me or something. Why poison the donut, though? Like...
Hey, handsome. Let's see that pretty little face. Impressive.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, what other ideas you got? You took the little crystal out of there. Anything else? I couldn't put the crystal into the donut. Everything seems to revolve around the donut. You get like special dialogue for trying to eat it. Different from anything else.
You poke. What was?
No, you can't eat it. There's something special about it. We already put the morphine
In this
morphine?
It's a bottle of morphine, which you thought was actually morphine.
I still don't know what the hell morphine is. Like, morphine, like change, like transform, like I what?
It's the donut. No. It's the donut.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's the ORAD.
It's a tuberous growth of some sort from the food cart.
Alright, you tried switching the donut a bunch of times. Try something else. Like what? You got these weird kebab things. You want to put the eyeball on the kebab?
Cool. Bobbit kebabs. They whip up some interesting food items in this joint.
You poke
I feel like we're gonna use the eyeball for plugging into something, but
in this gap.
You gonna put the kebab in the watermelon?
In this.
Nah.
In this.
I can't break the bread.
Excellent guess.
I can't stuff it in the toilet.
It probably.
I can't break the window with it. I can't open up the vent.
As you run your hand over the
No, not the graffiti, man.
As you run.
We already know the bars don't work. We tried drinking out of the toilet.
What are you? What are you?
You think it's something with the bottom of the cart with the red and green things or whatever? I think I already tried clicking there.
You are very fortunate to not be a prisoner on one of those Cervic cruises.
It's a hub. It's a. Boy. Excellent. That's an. Excellent.
I think I might like slow down like the speed or something. I think it might give me more time during like this little thing to try ideas that seem terrible at first. I'll wait for him to come around again.
It would appear that. That's an. It probably. Excellent. Boy.
Something with. No, because you said the sink's
If you look
broken,
at
right?
it, it's a sink. If you smell it, it's a toilet.
Right.
Well, let's just look at it.
You are very fortunate to not be a prisoner on.
It was on 72, what an odd number.
It's a. While that's an interesting
noticed
idea,
that something
even
would be
Dork would
missing.
notice that something would be missing.
Oh, it
where
didn't
there
slow
were two
down
things,
anything. What the fuck?
cart and you.
Okay, I don't know why we would take the whole fucking cart. Just take the white, like... Oh, man. I guess it just
Why
slowed
doesn't
down my
Star
speed.
Sync
It didn't really.
So why doesn't... Sorry, I lost...
No. Yeah, it seems like all it did was slow down Roger. We tried to
It
drink
would
out
appear-
of it. We tried to put it
Excellent.
into the... Hmm. Hmm.
Enjoy. I'll be
I'm
back
trying
to
to think,
pick
what
up
else
the
haven't I
cart.
tried?
With the force field on, I trust you won't be going anywhere. I have some matters to attend to now.
What the fuck is going on? Why is he just what changed? Some matters to attend to now? What? Am I bugging? Did he just leave the gate off, or did he let me keep the cart? What the... We didn't change anything.
As cool.
So he's not just letting me keep the cart. This is when something's... Why did you fucking say that? Enjoy. I'll be back to pick up the cart with the force field on. I trust you won't be going anywhere. What? Someone's...
It's a hub. Boy. From where you're sitting, it looks like freedom.
Is there something else I would want to do with it? Other than just switch it
Mr.
around?
Wilco? Oh, the cushy life will be a vague memory after you are sent to one of the labor camps on Daventry 8.
Careful. Axel as boy. X boy as that would be Dorf, the nearest site. It feels
I tried using the hand on him from inside of this thing, right? When he's like turned around like that. Like performing that weird, vulgar
in this galaxy.
Grip from like inside here.
That's an your word. Your
Tea. Earl Grey. Hot.
Get a clue. This isn't science fiction. This is reality.
That was a pretty good joke. Remember how I was a fan of that Earl Grey?
Golly, this food...
Excellent. Excellent. That's an... It probably seemed like a good... That's an... Boy. It's a... Not now.
He says not now. He's looking. He'd probably notice you and the cart missing. He'd notice, nearsighted, something with his glasses. How can we do something to his glasses, maybe? In what way? Break them? Fog them up? Create some kind of vibration or something? Isn't that... But we tried that, talking to the prisoner while he was over there. Getting them dirty.
As cool. That's... Inside this cell is the creature from the Ego, a bizarre invisible monster caught on Rialto 4. It's violent, brutal, bloodthirsty, and is a sucker for insincere flattery.
I want to try that idea again of maybe talking to him while he's over there.
You are very fortunate to not be a
Hey, handsome.
Nah.
It's like
He'd noticed both me and the cart missing. It's like I'd want to make a fake me, use the watermelon as my head, little spaghetti for the hair, put the cart over the top of me, I'm lying in bed. He'd never guess I sneak into the cart. I think it wants me to wait until he's turned around or something, and then eat the donut or something. It's the timing of it. Just, I have to move to this side. It's like it wants me to do it
Golly, this...
from like over here or something.
you pinch. While that's an. It would have. As cool.
Fuck, just give me a little more time to like try my terrible fucking ideas. Like, come on.
It's like.
Yeah, it's like it wants me to stand over here and then eat it or something. But I can't eat it. I'm like kind of hide in the room. I could probably walk through the wall. We've already like broken the game, kind of. Well, let me just stand over here and see if anything changes. Yeah, he doesn't care. He knows exactly where we are. He'd notice both
This
you...
is some very fine food, whatever it is. I'm sure you'll find it quite to your liking. Heck, it's probably better than what they feed you janitors.
You'll notice both
Live it up.
you and the
Oh, that
cart
darn light
missing.
needs to be amplified.
It's
I need to
morphin.
contact maintenance.
Light amplified.
I hope.
No. It's the donut you filched from the.
What else about the fucking donut? Don't do this to me, man. Come on.
As.
You know you're supposed to do something with it.
Axel.
Why can't we just fucking give it to him? You know he wants it. I'm getting too focused on like this next step when I need to figure out like the middle section. Like I'm trying to like jump to the finish line. What are you missing between just giving him the fucking donut?
Home sweet from where you're sitting. Home.
No, it's all the graffiti stuff.
From where you're. It's the chute you get sucked up into.
It's broken. There's no. He doesn't want to use it. He tried standing on the right. He just sits down on the bed when we
You
use
are
it.
very fortunate.
Shut up, dude. I'm fucking trying to figure this shit out.
You prod the bed a little bit just to make sure it isn't moving on its own. You pinch yourself. Boy.
I don't have anything that makes like a fake version of myself. I tried putting the hand into the crate. It's some way to get myself free or to change the way I look. It's like I'm making like a whole body out of like these things I have with the arm and the hair, with the ears, like what?
In this galaxy. Careful. Careful.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have the ears to put onto the watermelon, the hair with the spaghetti. Like I could even make the fake arms with the bread, and like And yet we were able to take all these things off the cart. But you don't want to use them for anything?
Now it has some cool ears.
Of course it does. I never tried that. Can you put the cool ears on the watermelon now?
Nothing
Hmm.
That's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea. It might have some potential.
Yeah, I know. It's... Yeah, I... And if I combine the cool ears with the arm bread...
In this
It just doesn't...
Careful. In this... The rack of a rat adds a nice touch.
What is that, my torso? I don't even know what the hell we're making anymore. Oh, it's me sitting down. These are my legs. Why did I have to start at the bottom like this? Like I said, this will make my head, though, or the arms.
An interesting idea. Something's starting to take shape. What are you up to, Roger?
Why did I have to make it from the ground up? I was trying to make it from the head down. And I guess I thought the ears were on the head and not used as the feet.
Careful. It looks like it's taking shape nicely.
Yeah, taking a human shape, you could say.
Nothing. A touchment of that adds something more to your work in progress.
The balls become my hands.
Something seems to be taking shape here.
Is it time for the head?
How creative. Something seems to be...
Something has most certainly taken shape. Let's add the hair as the final touch.
That's a nice touch.
Thank you.
Something seems to be taking shape here.
I thought it had already taken shape. What do we need? The donut as well?
In this galaxy.
Just put it down on this fucking seat. Stand up for me, Raj. Or... hold on.
In this...
No, I'm gonna need these things. Just wait for a second. Go hide in the corner or something.
Whoa, I see you have a visitor. I'll leave you two alone, but you know the rules. 10 more minutes and they have to leave.
Yikes, it's a good thing Dorf's so vain about wearing his prescribed much thicker glasses. That was too close. I nearly dampened an undergarment.
Funny. So wait, you're still gonna put the cart in here?
Golly, this food looks...
Even though I messed up the thing? Okay. Like, obviously I was supposed to put it there when he wasn't looking. I just, I wanted to see what would happen.
Nice work. Sometimes you actually surprise me.
Hey, voice in the sky, I fucking surprise myself. It's things like that. It's things like that how I'm like, I can't imagine how I ever even finished any of these titles.
It's a hovercraft.
I don't know if we want to make more food right here, right now. And we can take the normal one?
It's the donut you filched from the... It's the donut...
Yeah, I mean, one is not like the other, though. Okay.
No. You summon the ability...
I get the sense I want to make something else. But I'm not entirely sure what.
It sure does. It sure... It sure doesn't feel punctured.
What in the hell are you talking about? Press the number. Okay, we still can't make anything, or at least it's... I'm not going through every one of these. I'll try one more number, and... maybe I'll try some more in a little bit. Are they gonna, like, put me back into this prison or something if I run into Commander Kiyobaza? Let's go back to our room for a second. That's where I'd go. They'd never suspect to look in the no new messages. Actually, even before that, can I actually plug the eye into here?
Boy,
No, I didn't think so.
as cool.
Let's see if we can actually go down to the planet now, actually.
X.
Well. Yeah, you're at that location now. Okay, so we definitely gotta check out the commander's room. Probably put us back in jail, but I gotta see. No, he doesn't seem to care at all.
Janitor Wilco, you must have something.
I have an idea of what we need to do anyway to get past those two guards that put us in jail the first time. Wow. Okay. That's pretty funny. Don't tell Warner Brothers. I don't even have words for something like that. That was just blatantly absurd. That was as crazy as the start of EcoQuest 2 with the guy pulling pianos and vacuum cleaners out of his suitcase, like. Okay.
My, this guy would give Sybil a run for her money.
A run for her money.
That's Chesbro, one of the Shuttle Bay guards. I really don't think that's a good idea. He's not the touchy-feely type.
Well, now we can take out the other guy here rather easily. I think he's our friend too, sadly to say.
Ooh, boy, I got you with my fingers in your Kurt Russell. Now you can't get away. I got you now that you've got a hard to believe this is a real job. Oh my god. So how come you're not going down? I got you with your mumble jumbo and your hobbit chubby. Ooh, boy, If I only could, I would. Jeez, why don't you step outside, pal? I got you with this, and I think I broke a fingernail here.
Smooth move. You've got his keyring.
Okay, easy enough.
That's an incapacitated security guard. I think it's time to spend a lot less time leisurely touring and a lot more time trying to get your can out of this place.
Well, we know how to get our can out of this place, since we need to press both of these buttons at once.
Yep, he's non-functional, all right. I really don't... Magnum doesn't talk. He fancy... You consider saying, I wonder why you don't...
Okay, now let's press both of these buttons at once. Ha ha ha, he's even standing in the wrong spot for it. Raj, what the hell are you doing?
It's one of two buttons you must push simultaneously to open the shuttle bay door.
Why is he so far away? Why is he like bugged like this? Alright, whatever. Switch, dude. No. Yeah, there we go. Whatever, I get the point. Oh, what was this? This wasn't Mission Impossible. I forget the show that this was. Through all the doors like that. I can't remember. The $1 Million Man? I can't, no.
This refueling pillar signifies parking section F8. Instead of F8, this post used to have a picture of a large cartoon mouse, but Starcon removed it after being threatened with legal action by the same company that lost its shirt on Andromeda Disney, the first amusement park on Andromeda.
I get it.
This refueling This workstation allows manual control of the shuttle airlock and other functions, most of which are routinely handled automatically by the ship's computers. They're incomprehensible to you, so don't even fool with them.
Gotcha.
This support is labeled F9 so that entities can easily find where they park their shuttles, pods, runabouts, and other mini-ships. The Deep Ship's shuttle has a reserved spot in this row.
We picked up that guy's keyring as well. I'm sure it's the vehicle we're gonna take out of here.
It's a key with a little button thingy attached to it.
We'll press it in a second.
This large, well-ventilated shuttle bay is probably the largest single room on the ship, which is why you can often find Andorian megopeds playing hacky sack in here. This Tiberian skimmer may look intimidating, but it's seriously underpowered. And that clear steel compound cockpit is particularly vulnerable to meteorites, baryon radiation, and large insects.
What about this one?
Ooh, a mint-condition 57 Gateway Bel Air with mag thrusters, overhead lifters, and 4-pod barrels.
Okay.
This baby's a sleek streak Corsair with push-button tranny and dual airbags. These balsa wood shuttles are really maneuverable, but they don't last 2 seconds in a phaser battle. It's a standard Starcon shuttle built for speed and maneuverability. Unfortunately, with a budget of only 550,000 buckazoids, they had to leave off certain amenities, like airtight seals, decent shields, and restrooms. What a beauty! A true museum-quality McKinley Ultramarine Blue Runner.
It will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine.
In your dreams.
I don't know, maybe it's the key that we have in our pocket. We'll find out in a second.
You hear a disembodied voice saying, "Remember your parking space, Luke."
Can we take that one?
This large, well-ventilated shuttle, which is...
I was trying to look into space over here.
Which is why... This large, which is...
I gotta see what happens if we take the ship.
This shuttle appears to be triple locked with a security bypass and a redundancy cutoff circuit. Those rebels are so paranoid.
Damn rebels. Always locking their stuff.
As cool as it would be, you won't be doing any refueling around here, bub. Not since you were caught smoking while filling the O2 tanks.
I didn't even know Roger smoked.
Some guy wearing a Delco air filter on his face parked this shuttle. This Kiapian runabout strikes fear into the heart of the Japaxian Empire. It's a good compact shuttle for under 8,500 buckazoids.
Nah, I don't have that kind of money.
Some woman driver parked her shuttle here and contaminated the whole deep ship with these acid-bleeding, multi-jawed exoskeletal aliens, and you had a really huge mess to clean up. Just for that, Kielbasa refused to validate her parking slip.
Let's see which one of these is ours. Or
You need the appropriate clearance to get to the Shuttle Bay Operations Workstation. And you don't even have the appropriate clearance to go to the John.
I cleaned the John. What do you mean?
You run your hand enviously along the wide, bulbous lines of the gateway.
Nice, Knackles. Ahoy, matey. Anyone aboard? That's some cherry flange you've got there.
What?
I like it. No, really. Hello? Okay, fine. Be that way. It's probably a repro anyway.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. I didn't try and talk to
You
this
try
ship
to get
though.
into the Tiberian skimmer, but it's locked. Still, you know perfectly well you could get into it if you wanted to. You just don't want to, that's all.
Okay. I know. I get it.
Avast ye! All hands on the poop deck.
Speaking of poop decks, don't you have some janitoring to do somewhere?
Nah. Hold on, let me try and talk to Luke's
Is
ship.
anyone in there?
You hear nothing but oohs, ahs, grunts, and growls. Maybe whoever's inside is just trying to get a little Wookiee.
Nice.
That wouldn't prove fulfilling.
Okay. I get the sense this might be the ship.
Arr, matey!
You do your best imitation of one of the pirates of Pestulon, but it falls on deaf ears. If you were aiming for the shuttle hatch, you missed. But if you just wanted to inspect the hull of the shuttle for microfractures and embedded particulate matter, you were incredibly successful.
Okay. Now I think this one might actually be the ship.
Anyone alive in there?
There's no answer. Not a good sign. Careful, if you scratch this baby and someone finds out, you're going to need a positronic neural assist circuit to help you swallow your lunch.
I'd buy that for $1.
Okay. Alright, only 3 more.
Some guy wearing a... The hatch to this shuttle is locked, so you peek in the window. There doesn't seem to be anything in there except a rag that says, "My father was betrayed at Kittimer, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt."
Any little genius teenage brats in there? No? Good. Let's keep it that way.
All right. Let's see.
You search in vain for a way to open the hatch to the shuttle.
Crap. Search again.
You search in vain.
Search one last time.
You search in...
Hey, who does your detailing?
There's no response. Oh yeah, real smart. Let's go poking around inside a pod that's probably carrying a half-dozen miniature face-hugging, saliva-dripping, face-eating, exoskeletal alien piranha things. And while we're at it, let's split up so that we're all alone and defenseless, okay? Not.
Yeah. I do like the alien jokes, though.
Is there anyone in there that won't eat me alive if I come in?
From inside, you hear a muffled, nope.
Yeah, I don't believe you for a second. Let's go ahead and press the button on this thing, see if anything lights up.
The shuttle's alarm is now deactivated.
Nice.
If you were aiming for the shuttle hatch, you missed.
No, you actually want me to click the door. Okay. Something special
Anyone
there?
alive?
There's no... This tank of emergency oxygen serves an incredibly important purpose.
You just don't know what it is.
It ensures that the shuttle's hatch makes a neat hissing sound when it opens and closes.
That is necessary. Okay.
The shuttle always looks trashed like this when it gets back from one of those intergalactic tailgate parties. The shuttle... This exit sign tells you where to get off. But who doesn't? The shuttle always looks It's an old cup of MC Cola, the cola that gets you hammered.
That was pretty funny. I wasn't expecting that one. Can I take it?
You're not that thirsty.
I wonder, does Coca-Cola make any alcoholic beverages? They probably do, low-key.
Who in the world left all this trash in here? Isn't somebody supposed to clean up the shuttle when it comes back from a mission?
Yeah, you.
Oh, wait. That's me. On second thought, it doesn't look so bad, after all.
And somebody took our dustpan and broom anyway, so...
Gee, you finally decide to do some janitoring. Great timing.
Who in the world left all this trash in? Oh, wait.
The shuttle closet contains an EVA suit and helmet for those infrequent repairs. You've got way too much to do to spend time messing with that now. This compartment contains the Devalium crystal subprocessor and main flux coupling.
Oh, we have a Devalium crystal in our pocket. We probably need to change it.
You start to say something, and then you remember that you're supposed to be... You've got way too much to... This compartment contains the manual override array and the pattern buffer subroutines. Don't screw with a pattern buffer array. If you get messed up during teleportation, it can unscramble you.
Okay. Just look how many, things there are inside the ship on every screen,
These passenger seats are for picking up colonists, ambassadors, visiting dignitaries, and people who are too neurotic to handle transporters. Can you believe that, in this day and age, there are people who object to being dematerialized, broadcast to some remote location, and then rematerialized?
Oh my god.
It's not as if we were asking them to take off from LaGuardia.
Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Oh yeah, this game takes shots at everybody. No one is safe. They got their machine gun out in there, firing blindly.
You summon the ability to leave it alone.
Was this anything
The
over
shuttle
here?
always looks... If you recall correctly, this thickly shielded conduit routes the plasma runoff into the reintegration chamber. It's either that or the hot water. Despite the tremendously high heat of whatever's in this pipe, it's cold to the touch, thanks to 100 micro-thin layers of expanded octostyrene polymer.
Let's get this
These
bad
are the
boy
seats
off
for
the
the
ground.
pilot and navigator, built of a semi-translucent gel foam that molds itself to the shape of whoever's sitting in it. The semi-transparency also makes it easier to spot loose change and crumbs that have fallen between the cushions.
Nice. Is there something behind the seat?
These are the seats for the semi... It wouldn't be prudent to do that at this juncture. The gel is flavorless. It's like there was a party in your mouth, but nobody showed up.
I like that.
It's a recall notice.
Oh. Recall make. Am I supposed to understand this?
It's the recall notice.
Yeah, read it for me.
It's the It feels slightly gritty. You suppress an urge to dust it.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'll write it down a little. I mean, I don't. Maybe I'll. Don't know what this could possibly be for. Alright, we'll just keep going for a second and then I'm sure we'll know what we need for this. Is there something behind here?
These are the seats.
No. Okay.
This is the shuttle cockpit. You sit here. You will be smart. You will make it go. You will make things work.
Yo, anything hiding under the dashboard?
The shuttle bay doesn't look so spacious from in here. In fact, it looks kind of fuzzy. It wouldn't be prudent. You start to say something.
Anything up here?
This is the
Oh, there's a lot of buttons.
This is the main cockpit display. Various subsystems of the shuttle are monitored and controlled from here. It appears to be the shuttle's version of a glove box.
I mean, is there anything in it? Oh, crap. Elmo's glue. Oh, no.
It's a tube of Elmo's Gluzol. It reminds you of one of those hand pumps you use when the Astrohead plugs up.
Mm-hmm. Is this paper? You can always use paper.
It's the most indispensable item in the universe. Duct tape.
I guess that's fine, too.
You start to see...
Is that a wallet?
This is the shuttle's... This...
Okay. I mean, does the trunk even
Looky
work?
there, it's the trunk handle.
That's screwed.
Well, I guess this isn't going to help me now.
What do you mean?
Well,
Okay, what about the hood?
It appears to be a release handle for the hood of the shuttle.
well, I guess.
No? Okay then, what's this red button over here?
That's the co-pilot's wheel. It doesn't really do anything. It's just supposed to make the co-pilot feel important.
Gotcha.
That wouldn't... Those are the words which inform you that the slot below accepts subroutine program disks.
I don't have any of those.
Cool. This button is for the games option package available on the DS86 series. Too bad StarCon was way too cheap to spring for it.
Damn you, StarCon.
Cool. This button is for the movies option package available on the DS86 series of shuttles. Too bad StarCon was way too cheap to spring for it. This is the photo triangulation system unit. It houses the optics as well as the print recorder and ejector. This button activates the PTS system. It's the Intermix confirmation display button. The power is...
Where is the power button? Oh.
It says power. Could it be that this button has something to do with the power system of the shuttle? Nah, that sounds way too obvious.
Yeah, it's gotta be something harder than that.
This looks like the launch initiation button. At least that's what it says it is. These are navigational system readouts.
What's this thing?
This button activates the manual override state. It is effective only while in flight.
Okay.
This is the main cockpit.
I have weapons?
This panel would control the weapon systems were the shuttle so equipped.
What's this?
It's the right side display panel. It's just mostly pretty lights and stuff. It's just another in the array of displays you are totally mystified by.
Along with this thing right here?
This is the shuttle's cockpit.
Okay. Not installed, you piece of junk. What about this thing? Not installed. They took away my CD too, didn't they? Display, mercury, sulfur, potassium, neon, current code, saying confirmation
That's
code.
delightfully non-helpful. It feels slightly... Don't pick at it. You summon the ability...
Is it telling me what's in each of the fuel tanks? Catalyst, neon. Can you look at this for me?
This is the Intermix confirmation display. Once the proper 4 elements have been selected along with the proper confirmation code, the shuttle is ready to fly.
But what the hell are you talking about? I can't switch these things.
That wouldn't...
Oh shit, I can switch them. How am I supposed to know what's in each of the fuel tanks? Is this what that periodic table was for? Oh no. Confirmation code Sunny. Snowy napkin fences. Oh no. What does this do? Photo triangulation system offline.
It wouldn't be... You summon the ability...
Anything in my pockets that could help me here? Phew. Is this what the eye is for? We already used the hand.
That's an...
Navigation computer offline. System integrity failure. Awesome.
Nothing happens. That button must not work at this time.
And if I just try and launch into space?
Delightful.
Launch system. Intermax not correctly set. Make necessary adjustments before initiating launch sequence. Fucking dope. Okay. So do I have weapons?
Like...
No. How the hell am I supposed to know what the hell's in my fuel tank? I didn't get any like little piece of paper for that. Is that on that side?
It's the recall notice. It reads, Dear
Oh.
Ham Shuttle owners.
You'll read it
It
for
has
me.
come to our attention that there is a minor misprint in the owner's manual for the 1000 series of shuttles. Until a new manual can be acquired, please disregard page 73, paragraph 4 of that manual.
It says something different. Where it reads is, any moron knows when jumping the 1000 series, please match the plus cable with the plus terminal on the Paraflux repeater deck. Follow the same procedure for the minus cable and minus pole. It should now read, as any moron knows when jumping the 1000 series, please match the plus cable with the follow the same procedure. It should now read plus and with the whatever that is pole and the minus with the O pole. Thank you for flying a hamster. Ah,
You get fingerprint.
open it up, bro.
You po- It's the it re- It's the it re- It would appear that it probably
I was able to like look at it before and like open it up.
don't touch that. As it probably you it would have
What? Why can't I open it anymore? it like let me look at it one time.
it's the it re- it's
I
it
already
re-
know what the fuck it reads.
it's
Is there a
it
way to
re-
like change the page? What? I'm not crazy, right? Remember we looked at it. I like didn't write down all the fucking symbols because I thought I'd be able to come back to it. Maybe I don't need the symbols. That's kind of odd, to say the least.
you get
I don't want fingerprints on it. Odd.
the shuttle feels flimsy.
And none of these
You've
things
gotta
open now?
You've got
Okay. We need to ask somebody outside about this or something.
you get a jump on
So I can't talk to these people who are actually working on
don't
this
put-
shit? There was a trunk and a engine thing. Was it just because the shuttle wasn't on that the buttons didn't work? I thought that I had turned it on when I pressed them, but
Well,
that's that
well, I guess this isn't.
your utterance. Looky there.
Well,
so he doesn't care about that. How? What?
It probably
Well, why isn't it?
That's the retinal scanning unit. Upon launch initiation, the operator is asked to place his or her eye against it to be checked for proper authorization for operation.
Okay, which is where we're going to use the eye that we have, but
That won't be a...
Hmm.
This is the photo triangulation. This is...
How am I supposed to know what's in each fuel tank? Current code. So I can't change the code. I don't...
That's
I don't have a subroutine program card.
That's an...
There's nothing else in the little glove box thing.
Don't...
Not correctly set. Make adjustments. Initiating sequence. Right. Nothing with the trunk.
That wouldn't...
It always goes back to this lasagna code, I guess. Do you think it wants me to do like the lasagna? Is there like an LA on this periodic table and like an SA or something? I don't know what's like G or anything on these tables or... Okay, do you mind if I look at this thing one time? You think that's what it wants me to spell out? Is there an LA? Lithium? Is there an SA? There's a sulfur for S. Is there just an A? SC. It's an AI. Is there an AN or something? Like... S. There's no just A or an AN. Maybe you just skip it. Where's the N? Probably is like nitrogen. Let me just see. It's silicone, potassium, copper. There's no N. Nitrogen, neon. Well, I guess it's an AG. There was no AG either. There was AT. AI. AC. BE. I don't think so. Doesn't seem like the right answer. It wants that confirmation code. There isn't even like an NE, is there? Like, there is. It's neon. Is NE. I did see neon here, didn't I? Sulfur? It's probably not copper, though. What is copper? Hold on. Kind of hard to find where it would be. Calcium. Cobalt, copper, Cu. That doesn't seem right. It's... green. Just try this. Let's just fucking... I don't think it's krypton. I don't even think that's a fucking... I doubt that it's helium. The sulfur might not be right either, actually. Well, even if the A and the N are right. Let's see the hydrogen. Shit. Barium. Barium? Tungsten. Silver. Stand by for retinal scan. Sick. What is silver? Anyway. Can I see? Silverium SR? That doesn't seem right. Maybe it's something else. Silver, it's just S. Maybe that's sulfur, actually. Where the hell is silver? No, I'm not too sure. Yeah, screw it. Let me just write it down so I know. Do lasagna. Oh my god, are my pens being stupid? Okay. Yeah, I know it's not lasagna. I'm just, you know. Okay. Okay. We'll do the retinal scan right here.
Let's see if this sucker works.
Hey! Here's your fish!
That's pretty funny. They're called storm poopers.
Janitor Wilco, what are you doing? You have no authorization to take that shuttle. To make matters worse, you have launched into the middle of a super double reverse anti-anomaly. You will turn that ship around immediately and head back to the shuttle bay. Do you understand, Wilco?
Bite me, Commander.
What was that last transmission, Wilco?
We're having a little problem with the signal, sir.
I like how he like whispered it a little bit too.
With all due respect, sir, I did plead with you not to leave Stellar behind. Sir, I sense that something's just not right with that community. I don't believe Stellar is dead, and I just can't leave her there. I'm going to do this, sir, regardless of the consequences. Stellar saved my life not once, but twice. I owe her.
Well, that was her own stupid mistake. I demand that you return at once, Wilco. If you do so and surrender now, your record will be taken into consideration during your disciplinary hearing.
What does that even mean? You already made me a janitor.
That'll help you loads.
Yeah, like what?
I'm sorry, sir, but I just can't.
And I've already saved the galaxy twice and you made me a janitor.
Wilco, you fool!
Just then, the shuttle is sucked into the anti-anomaly. Communication with the deep ship has been disrupted.
Right on cue. These are some great animations, though, during that takeoff sequence, too. You never thought Space Quest would look like this.
Don't touch that. We don't know where you've been.
I guess I need to turn on the manual override. Holy shit, it's what's his name?
Sir, I am unable to access the navigational computer. I am guessing that it
No,
may
that's
have
not who I thought
overloaded
it was.
just as the divalium crystal somehow went offline. Once repairs have been made and the shuttle engines have been refired, I believe I can follow the deep ship's ion trail back to Delta Berxalon 5.
That would be quite cool, Manuel. You sure about that?
Once the divalium crystal has been repaired, our electrical system reestablished, and the engines fired, I am 97.2% certain.
Why only 97.2%?
Because you're at the helm.
I judged 97.2% to sound more hip to our audience than would 100. You would have to mention it.
Sorry.
Don't apologize to me. It's the players you ruined it for.
Okay. I thought this Manuel guy was the big chin guy from like 2 Space Quests ago, or maybe 1.
That's Manual Override, your holographic navigator. Being of holographic origin, Manual is not impressed with your efforts to make physical contact with him. It is very unfulfilling.
Okay.
Sir, we are unable to proceed with the divalium crystal offline. A lack of power to restart the engines, and with a potential engine blockage.
Alright, so we'll fix the ship. We'll get to closer to where Stellar is, and then maybe we'll do one of the grab guys. Let me see. How do I... Oh, okay. Remember we saw the little cabinet shutter thing over here. It just wouldn't let us open it. Oh, I should have looked at it first. Apologies.
That's your extravehicular activity, or EVA suit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should inflate it first.
Okay, give me 1 second.
This is an EVA helmet.
I didn't notice this wire just dangling precariously from the ceiling like this.
Someone must have been fixing the diagnostic relays. You know as much about fixing diagnostic relays as you do about performing a Tetryon particle sweep. Loser.
Okay. Not sure why that made
It's
me a
empty
loser.
at the moment. No need to open it now.
Wow. The crystal seems to have broken. I swear it wasn't me.
Now we're in deep.
Hey, I've gotten us this far, haven't I?
Yes, and what a wonderful place it is.
I mean, it's something.
How did I get hooked up in this deal? My agent's going to be hearing from me big time.
It feels nice.
Ooh. Warm to the touch.
It feels nice.
Your utterances...
I mean, the crystal that we have is rather puny compared to this large one.
Don't screw with a pattern buffer array if you get messed up during teleport.
Alright,
This
alright.
compartment is sealed in order to shield the tachyon emitters from E-band radiation. Come on, every second-year cadet knows that.
Okay, okay.
Of
let's
course,
just,
you never made it beyond first year.
But I was a captain. I was the best. Like, whatever. Let's fill up the suit and change the beryllium crystal.
It's the pump you retrieved from the shuttle trunk. It reminds you of one of those hand pumps you use when the astrohead plugs up. There's nothing to pump in this window.
That was pretty funny.
There's nothing to pump in this window.
There is something to pump, but just not.
In this galaxy, though...
Oh, really?
Maybe you should inflate it first.
Yeah, I thought that's what I was doing. You gotta do it the other way?
Nothing in this galaxy.
What, you gotta, like, lay it down or something?
As cool. Excellent.
Maybe I have to fix the crystal first. Let's just...
Boy, wouldn't it be cool.
That's not gonna work? Uh-oh. That was my bright idea.
Wow. Crystal...
Now...
Hey, I've got...
Yeah? How did I...
Wow.
Hey!
It probably seems...
What do you want me to put tape on it? What do you mean?
It probably... This...
I don't think I need to go outside to fix it.
EVA suits weren't designed just as a fashion statement, Roger.
Yeah, I was trying to fucking put it on the whole time, and you're giving me these, you know, wishy-washy answers, you know? Let's see what happens if we do it without the helmet.
EVA suits weren't designed just as a fashion statement, Roger. That's an interesting... As...
Wasn't sure if I needed the suit on first with, like, the gloves or something.
That's your helmet. With a head like yours, you're lucky they even supplied you with a helmet. The unfilled hollow of space is now just a fabric's thickness away. You forgot just how much more spectacular the view is from outside. You won't find anything like this in any oxygen-filled environment, except maybe for that small vacuous chamber barely holding your ears apart. Don't pick at it. Your words cause everything to become...
Alright.
That, of course, is your freshly stolen shuttle from the Deep Ship 86.
Wasn't sure if it let me, like, just float off into space aimlessly.
The unfilled hollow of space. The unfilled hollow of space.
Sorry. Wasn't sure if it'd be different.
The unfilled... It's the shuttle's trunk.
It's locked.
It opens from the inside.
But of course. I was trying to open up the trunk before we
You
even
neatly
looked.
replace the EVA suit in its proper place.
Why? I'm gonna need it again in a second.
Your whimper is my command, sir.
The hood. Okay, let's do the trunk as well.
You pull the handle and hear something release on the outside of the shuttle.
Good. Let's take a look over here.
That's the hood. Beneath it is the shuttle's engine.
Go and take a look. Okay, whatever.
These are the shuttle's jumper cables. That sure doesn't make you feel real secure about this spacecraft if those are standard equipment.
Guess we're gonna need them. What the hell is this thing?
It's a help sign.
Ha 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 ha. Okay, I mean, if it's gonna work.
These are the shuttle's jumper cables. That sure doesn't make you feel real. It's the help sign from the shuttle's trunk. What was that?
Good, someone should be here in no time.
That, of course, is your freshly...
We're probably gonna have to pop the trunk again, though. Probably should have tried talking to the sign.
You pinch your... It would appear that merging those...
My sole purpose is to help you, sir.
Alright. Well, let me
The
pop
trunk
this
is empty. The trunk is empty. You really don't need to open it again.
Alright, well, I need to open the hood again.
Sir, we are unable to proceed with the divalium crystal offline. A lack of power to restart the engines and with a potential engine blockage.
Right. I mean, I have the crystal right here. I don't... Maybe it's not enough of the crystal, and...
That's an... As cool... It probably...
We'll figure it out in a minute. I'm sure someone's waiting right outside to help us. What the hell? No one's here? Oh, here we go. Time passes. More time passes, yeah. Even more time passes. I've seen the joke. Okay, what an incredibly long amount of time has passed. Oh no, here we go.
Hello, sweetheart. You look like you could use a little assistance. Is there anything I can do?
Well, yes, there is. Thanks for stopping.
Well, you just name it, I guess.
It seems I've stalled my engines. Could you give me a jump? I have cables.
Wrigley.
I'd jump you in a heartbeat, dollface. I guess you must have got caught up in that anti-anomaly. It can be a real pain in the... Well, anyway, let's get it done.
Well, here's your end of the cables.
I'll let you know when I'm all hooked up. Contact!
Click where you want to put the red cable. Oh my god, this is why I fucking fuck, bro. Let me look at the thing again.
It's the
Is this somewhere else? What the fuck is this? Why isn't it letting me look at it again?
Excellent guess.
Oh, is it up here?
That's just
This is so fucking stupid. I didn't fucking get enough time to look at it, bro. Bring it back. So stupid. I don't fucking know, man. I need to look at the thing.
Okay, Manual. We're all hooked up. Give it a try.
It was on this recall thing when we picked it up, like... Just let me look at it again, like...
You pick strange methods of getting a charge out of life.
Are you serious? Alright, we might just come back to this tomorrow then, dude, because I'm fucking... This shit is just kind of pissing me off. Like, you don't need to do all that, bro. Like, you know I know what the fucking thing is, man. Just because I didn't write it all down, fucking, because I thought I'd be able to look at it again. Come on, dude. That's really stupid, man. I don't... They know better than that, too. Because, like, that's not the way it works.
You
like,
poke it and...
like, the same way you use the hands on the data coder.
You can't bring up the data coder at this time.
Okay, whatever. I didn't want to really bring it up at this time, but usually you can, like, zoom in on certain things. Like, that's lame. Very unhappy with that game. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. I'm starting up the grab guys thing so I can get more angry at something else, but that's so stupid. Because the only answer is to go back to, you know, a previous save and to look at fucking the screen that they showed me just one time. I could understand if it was like dialogue too, if it wasn't some like an item in my pocket. That, you know, a lot of games only have the dialogue one time, but like don't be stupid like that. Like, can I show it to her or something?
Interesting. Your words are... Sorry, you...
Let me see if maybe if I go back in it'll let me do it. I know that I tried when we were inside here already, but...
You neatly replaced the EV. As cool as it would... It probably... Boy, excellent. It probably... It...
So stupid. Yeah. Like, why isn't it letting me look at it again? Real disappointing game.
You summoned...
Remember, we took it out of this thing for the first time?
I am
only the first time we took it out, if I
It
can.
probably... It would have... It probably... That's...
That's... I don't know, that's just kind of lame. There's just no reason for it.
Boy...
Apologies, you know, I can't even take too much of the blame for this, you know, I know what I want to do. Why is it telling me this with the polls? Like, you could have just put that on the sheet, like on the side. It probably already was. Like, can I switch here? And I'm just like fucking missing it? No way. And then you're showing me the same information again. Like, how am I supposed to know what fucking procedure to follow if you don't show me the other side of the page again? Like, that's very disappointing.
There's... In this...
You don't want me to like glue it or something, right? Like, that's not how I...
In this guy...
Yeah, no. Alright, we'll come back to that. I'm sure we have some save before this. I think the 9 was on the shuttle base place before we got into the shuttle. Yeah. In the bay. I just, yeah. We'll just look at it one time real quick before next time. Man, that was, yeah. It just made me unnecessarily angry. Like, why'd you do that, game? Like, did nobody like think like, I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna let it go. I'm already, I already know this is gonna put me in the worst mood. So I don't have anything really against the slime climb, really. I don't know, we'll do it. I'm terrible at the hexa gravity or the hexagon or the hexa anything. The hexas is bad vibes. We are staying with the gator though. It might be good luck. I'm not willing to discount it just yet. I don't know if you could hear that wind too, but it's like about to, I don't know, blow small children down the street. And it's a thunder run. Some frozen objects and racing, trying not to slide, fall on your face or anything. Not too bad. You're running. Okay, let's see. Shouldn't be too bad. It's all snowy. I think there's a high of like 5 degrees today. No. High of like 20 or something. I'm feeling the cold. Wap 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 wap. Wap 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 wap. Hey, if nobody pushes us, maybe we can get the first place in here. Oh, and I ruined it. Sorry about that. I spoke too soon. And off we go. And just wait for it. Why is he grabbing me? What are you doing? Aren't you trying to finish too? I'm not going for it. I already fell like 6 times. I'm telling you, first was within my grasp before SpongeBob decided to get in my way. 1 and then the 2 and the oops. Here we go. Oh man, what the hell was that? Why'd you just walk right into that thing? Maybe he's lagging or something. Alright, that wasn't so bad. It's only the start of things to come. Come on, give me something that's gonna make me real mad. Give me like that Tails thing or whatever, the tail tag or something with rings. Oh, here we go. You think I'd be better at puzzles too, you know, like I'm usually all about those puzzles too, which is the craziest thing about this. You really thought I'd like this would be my favorite. How well did you know? Get up. Okay. Get out of my way. Why am... That's a pretty good idea, like looking at it from like up above like that. Get out of my way. No! Fuck! Stupid, bro. This is what I'm fucking talking about. Dude, like, what the fuck? It wasn't even that fucking... Whatever, bro. This is fucking stupid, man. You got the dumbass fucking items you can't even look at again. Get me out of this bullshit. Come on. So stupid, bro. The fuck is that? Whole time I'm like, alright, man, I'm right there. I'm fucking... Oh my god, dude. That's a joke. Oh, absolutely lovely. Well, that's just my luck, you know. That's why, you know, you gotta stay away from that gambling and the betting and expecting anything to go right or good in your life, you know. Just know that that is not for you. You are not one of the blessed and gifted. But it's all good regardless. I still enjoyed it. I had a good time laughing at some of these SQ6 jokes, and I don't know, I guess we didn't get to high five ET today or anything, but I don't know, still good times, you know. I got to hang out with Commander Kiyobaso a little bit, yeah, and yeah, we'll keep going. I'm sure that I didn't see that this story going in the direction of having to save Stella, our love interest, but it's still, it should be fun. We've already got like 400 points or something. Like the score screen can't go above, like, you know, 999. So like we've got to be closing in on it. But thanks, Percy, you know, Rococo. But either way, thank anybody for hopping on the train today to Swan, of course, to AA, to LL, of course, to Percy, you know, to Grind, of course, you know, to Spy Man. Shout outs to Renji, to oh man, I don't know, anybody in the lurker section of the train, you know, it's always nothing but love, you know. I spread it to you, and then, I don't know, you can do whatever the hell you want with it. It's yours now, so you can keep it for yourself, share it with other people, or, I don't know, it's whatever, you know. Just stay beautiful till the next time I see you, alright? Train should be running again before you know it. Peace.
Feel like we all surface, rap flow like the train, give you sidewalk service, ride the track till the third rail short circuit, strong Al, L-I-R, Ozone Park, A-Train, BK, East New York, MTA, Harlem, 1, 2, 5th to get off, to take the 4, 5, and 6, the streets of the Bronx, come on. Call it subway surfing, a dog stays swerving to the earth end, through the suburbs, the straight urban. B-boy with the ghetto appeal is working. Ladies looking lovely in the subway, flirting, money making Manhattan, do what I best style. Brownsville never ran, never will, let's ride. The strong Al Linda, the Owls of Shaolin, Q-Barrel, or the boogie down Bronx and why.
I put my finger to the wind to see if the train coming soon. It's rush hour, we pack them in until there ain't enough room. Or through the tombs, riding under the surfaces. A spray paint alternative is getting up with Unimark, they permanent. I was more than your average strap hanger. You gonna know what my name is when I bang you with a piece so ill that it'll make the papers. Before the era of gamers, these people did it for real. No controllers, risk your life and limb to get famous.